and welcome to the finale of Act 2. This is Damsels in Distress playing our first actual play, Demons and Daughters, set in the Regency era of South England, London to be precise. We started in the beautiful, tranquil village of Bledlow and made our way to the hedonistic and violent underbelly of London's Ratcliffe. And now... we find ourselves infiltrating the mental asylum of Bedlam, south of the river.
Guys, I'm scared.
So am I.
Consider me scared.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Consider me.
You know when
Scared.
you join a campaign and the plot is you're going to find your dad and then you have to find your dad?
Yeah.
Winning.
I'm not...
I'm not sure I'd describe
I can't
this as winning.
cope. I can't...
Technically, already found 2 of the dads.
My dad's here.
Well, we know where they all are now.
Well, you hope he's where you think he is.
Wait, imagine if he's not. We've done all this for nothing.
Not the first time you've looked around a basement and found nothing.
True.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to all our audience for joining us for this finale and for being here, because this story means so much to us and we've come so far from day one. And if you've watched or listened from episode 1, that's
More for
incredible. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Oh god,
And
this...
a lot has happened in Act 2.
Yeah, it's been huge.
It's been an experience.
and I am so scared.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so not ready for this one. But here we are. So onwards, I guess.
Let's go.
Intro.
Intro.
Don't do that.
Intro.
Don't do that. There you stand in the darkness. The looming walls of a 3-story, huge, windows barred building of the Regency era. The moon behind the clouds. The occasional shout of misery coming from deep inside this building. And you find yourselves, as expected, having memorized this map, every inch of the floor, at the access hatchway to the basement. A large padlock, holding it closed.
With confidence, actually, I approach this padlock and using what I've learned from Diamond, I attempt to pick it.
Very good. I'm told while she's busy doing that, you wanted to share a few words.
Well, I think once we've gotten to this point and it's clear this is an Agatha task, Rosalind has just stopped I think, a few steps back from the hatch, and she's just frozen for a moment.
I'm going to take her by the face.
Jesus.
I'm kidding. I'm going to hold your face. I don't care what they said. If you don't want to be the leader this time, you don't have to be. You don't have to pretend to be strong. I know that this is the hardest thing you're going to have to do. Okay? So it's alright.
I know.
And we'll stand with you no matter what.
And I look past you to Agatha as well while you're working. Thank you both for... I'm glad it's just us now.
Me too.
Because when I decided to leave, I thought at first that I would be by myself, and I didn't think it would lead here, but I'm very glad I'm not. I'm very glad we've done this together, and that we will continue to. And it's not that I feel... I understand what they meant, but for a long time, all I wanted was a chance to die for him. And now there's nothing that scares me more. And the thought of anybody else being hurt for him because of me.
This isn't for him.
I know.
And it's not because of you.
I know.
I understand. But it's not for him.
And I throw my arms around you and give you a quick hug. And you might feel or see that I've not said before, but before we left, I did put my father's ring back on my necklace where I used to wear it before I put it on, because it's his, and it feels right that in whatever way, maybe I can deliver it back to him now. And I think I just squeeze you really tight. And then we sort of step back and allow Agatha to be undistracted.
Yeah. Is it sleight of hand?
Yes, with your proficiency bonus.
That's an 8 altogether.
Okay. Your first attempt, while they're having this long conversation, did not work.
I'll try.
Longish conversation.
24.
That is enough.
After failing the first time, I take a deep breath, try again, and when it clicks open, sigh of relief, remove it, and well done.
Quite impressive.
Very.
Right, let's... Ready?
I'll just roll for the others across the other side of the building.
Onwards.
They already rolled their stealth, so they also are rolling an infiltration now. Very well.
And I'll give you a sort of squeeze on the hand. Thank you.
Together.
Mm-hmm. Together. Although it's probably only space
Well,
for one at a time.
Metaphorically together.
I'll go first.
It's quite wide.
Oh, okay.
To go through. Like, this is a building you could take like horses. As you open up these wooden trapdoor, it's a long shaft tunnel type thing that like a horse and cart could go down.
We can't go down.
Together.
And I'll take both of you by the hand. And we'll head in. Mm-hmm. Oh god, I'm scared.
Make another group stealth check now that you're in the building. You enter the darkness into the damp, cool air.
God. Oh, you should... it's fine.
Oh.
It won't help with this.
Okay. 11.
15.
I got 7.
I'll have taken a moment probably before, can I reckon, before we went in,
Mm-hmm.
and I will have done my mage armour. I have cast my mage armour and my false life. Okay, so I have 9 extra hit points.
Mm-hmm. Having taken the basement route, you miss out on a lot of the cool stuff.
Aww.
The others, though, they're in for a time. Deep in the underbelly of this building, you can hear rattling of chains, moaning, wails, hollow screams of anguish and despair from above. And in the darkness you get a sense that you are around stored foods. You can smell, especially you can smell the tang in the air of sort of dried meats, perhaps some fresh meats further away. And as your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can see sort of hanging down on hooks various shapes. Probably pigs, cows, that sort of thing. Probably.
Not quite like the basement at home, is it?
No.
That was a very long time ago.
Are you hungry, Talia?
A little.
Right, onwards. Onwards, try and avoid these. I am going to look at them as we go past to make sure that they are, in fact, animals.
Make an investigation check. With disadvantage because it's dark. Or maybe just perception. But we're still with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's just for science.
Unless you want to get up and touch them.
Well, I don't really want to do that, no.
I could make it light, but I don't want to draw any attention.
I just wanted to see nothing. I got a 2.
Yeah. Meat.
I don't like that.
I just feel like I'd know if I saw a finger. You know?
It's dark. And they're like, it's like stripped meat, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's chunks of...
Oh, okay, then I'm less bothered. I thought it was like whole carcasses of...
I mean, it is, but like not with its skin on and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's been sliced and diced and prepared and smoked.
Can we hear anything coming from the level we're on, or are all the sounds from above us?
From above for now. You don't hear any... You can all make a listening perception check.
Fucking 8.
13.
That is 25.
All seems quiet for now, at least on your level. You can hear that sort of clanging, creaking, clicking sound of heated metal.
Okay.
And you would imagine that's just the heating. The boiler, that's the word I was looking for.
Doesn't seem out of place.
No.
Okay.
We'll carry it. Is there a door?
Yes. So in this large open room, you can sort of see the outline of a door with light sort of coming through the cracks, and sort of creates a sort of effect almost of a glowing doorway that you can head towards.
What colour is the light? Is it like a normal lit room?
Candle yellow. Mm-hmm.
We'll like listen at the door.
Yeah.
See if there's but I'm assuming we would have heard. Yeah. And then slowly open the door to try and like glance through before we fully open it. If it's open.
It is open. It's just a storage door.
Okay. We'll still leave it a crack and look through it before we go in, or open it wider.
Yeah. So this door, you open a little crack, you look through, and through here you can see, with the dim light that's there from a few candles, you can see a large fireplace with sort of large racks across, like metal ones for like putting food on, etc., or pots. A large oak table full of notches and pots, pans, sort of across to the sides. This is the kitchen, from what you can tell. A very large one that obviously has to deal with a lot of people. There are coals in the fireplace, just dimly glowing red, as they've been allowed to sort of die down over the night, and you know someone will come in the next day and stoke them back up.
And I'll sort of allow Agatha to sort of direct us, because
Yeah,
she's seen the
I
map,
know the
so
map.
we'll remember the way.
Yeah.
But I think we'll just sort of head on until we get into the basement.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're in the basement.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
This whole thing is
Yeah.
But
the
you
bottom
know,
level.
like where we said we'd meet people.
Yeah, so you move out into the kitchen and you start checking in all the other interlinking rooms. There are just various storage rooms. There's a room that, another sort of cold storage room that seems to have wine and beer stored in it. you poke your head into another one, and it's bunk beds with bodies in.
Are they alive?
Do you want to check?
I would like to smell the air.
Make a perception check.
Natural 20.
Cool. On a natural 20 then. It's a similar sort of smell to other places you've been in that have large groups of working men and women in. That sort of faint smell of dirt and sweat and various perfumes and herbs and fragrances used to disguise such smells. You can smell farts and bad breath and sweat.
But there's no smell of death.
Doesn't smell of death.
I will very quietly edge away and shut the door and sort of gesture so that they know there's people in there.
It's probably the kitchen staff.
Yeah. Keep going quietly.
Mm-hmm. As you move past these ones and further across. On that 24 that you rolled your perception
25.
check, 25, as you're making your way through the basement rooms, you can hear muffled voices upstairs.
I put my hand to stop you.
You hear a woman's voice. It's too muffled to make out what she's saying. You hear a man's voice, low, speaking in return. You hear a soft voice, almost sing-songy, again, very muffled, and then the original woman's voice again. And then...
Even though these are muffled or recognize the voices.
I'm just telling you what I'm telling you.
Okay, fair enough.
You can decide what it means.
French sing-song.
Would you say that Diamond has a sing-song voice?
You hear this first voice again saying something a little louder, a little more frantic perhaps in a way. And it feels like she was mid-sentence before that sound is silenced. You hear a slight thud. You hear some scuffling of feet. You think you can hear something being dragged. And as it's dragged, it falls into silence again.
And this is happening above me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knowing the map of the area, do I know if there's somewhere I can maybe get up there and just...
Or what is above us?
Yeah.
Or what is above us, actually, that's good, yeah.
You would know above you is the sort of main corridor entering into the West Wing, where you have cells on either side. And you think you're roughly... No, you know, if the maps are correct, that you're just at that entrance to the West Wing.
And that's where the others were trying to get in, wasn't it?
If they're heading towards your basement, yes.
Did you hear that?
You didn't.
There were people talking, and I just heard thud and dragging. and dragging.
Oh, you don't suppose it's our people?
I'm not entirely sure. But up there is the entrance to the West Wing.
You know there are stairs just around the corner for you. And they should be coming down there at some point.
If they don't arrive in a reasonable time, we can use the stones.
If anything's gone wrong, they know to use the stones.
Yes. They have Albert.
But we haven't found any doors or anything to lead more downwards, because that's what we were looking for, wasn't it? Like more like secret underground things.
Now make an
Or like
investigation
hatches.
check with disadvantage.
That's fine.
That's a 10 for me.
Natural one.
15.
Cool.
Or a 2.
On a 15, after going back and forth a few times, Agatha, you then sense that the map doesn't quite meet reality. There's a couple of different corridors are there that weren't on the map. As Talia leads you in this investigative endeavour, you point out this corridor isn't on the maps.
This corridor isn't on the map, but
Well, that
surely
seems like somewhere
That's the way to go.
exactly.
we should wait for the others. And
I'm assuming time passed from us hearing that to us looking around, or was we looking around before?
5 minutes or so.
And nothing on the stone.
Not yet.
Agatha, should they be here by now? Are they running late?
I would think they would be.
Should we send a message before we start?
We shouldn't go down there without them knowing that's where we're going, at the very least.
You could
Alright.
ask where they are, say that we found the corridor.
Describe where it is, a corridor off the kitchen that's not on the maps, and that.
Or if it's on a corridor, can I count how many how many doors round from the stairs is it? Or is there a way that we can do something like that? So we could be like, it's the 4th door on your right.
Yeah.
It's the hallways, but yeah, there's no doors.
Yeah, that's right. The 4th
The,
hall
like,
on your whatever it is, because then we have a word count.
Mm-hmm.
And ask if they're okay, I suppose.
Yes. If they need any help.
We've found corridor.
Sure.
Just that, just send that.
It's the 4th one.
It's the 4th one
From stairs.
from stairs
Right.
on right.
How are you?
Hope you're all right. Let us know.
Somehow we ended up on different numbers.
I'm on 22.
I'm on 21.
Cool, doesn't matter.
That's fine.
That's all we needed to
25.
say
Yeah.
anyway.
Albert's voice comes back
Okay.
in your mind. We're fine. We ran into... I'm not quite sure what. Don't come up. We'll be there soon.
They ran into something. I think they've got it sorted though. They'll find us.
So we should wait for them still.
No, I think we should carry on.
What did he say exactly?
But he said not to go up there, and that.
Did he say that when they'd be here?
They say that they weren't able to come.
If they were going to be here in not too long, I think we ought to wait. Especially if they've been through something.
He said he'll be there soon.
Then we'll wait.
Makes sense.
Alright.
Make another perception check.
What sort?
Hearing.
7. 11.
14.
You just hear the beating of your own heart in your ears. On a 14, after a little while, you can hear footsteps carefully making their way downstairs and a corridor towards you.
We'll still try to
hiding,
hide a bit,
yeah.
just in case.
Mm-hmm. And then, as these footsteps come closer, you can make out the silhouettes of a large man, a woman with tall hair, and
Another large man.
another large short man, a handsome man.
Who's that?
Your
Albert.
brother.
I know, I'm joking.
Okay.
We never know with you, Morne.
We never know. Is everything...
Is Diamond there?
And Diamond whispers in your ear behind you. Hello.
My back was against a wall. How did you do that?
Do you want?
That's weird.
Are you all alright?
You're weird.
Not as weird as you.
Okay.
That's true.
Is everything okay? I sort of say to the whole group of them. People said okay back then.
We did. Yeah, we're fine.
What happened?
I think it's hard to say. I don't know who's more insane up there. The inmates or the staff.
It's this corridor that wasn't on the map.
Mm-hmm. We should continue on.
Let's go.
We'll lead.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. The group of you start quietly making your way. Well, hopefully quietly. We'll make another
Quietly.
stealth check.
Stealth group.
Group stealth group check. Check the stealth group.
18.
6. I can't roll.
15.
Fucking 7. I'll go back and jail.
7, 3. Natural 20. That does make up for the 1.
Oh my god. I didn't go on.
No, but
No, I did.
He did.
Oh, there.
No, 7. What did you all get?
15.
18.
7.
As the large group of you makes your way through the corridor,
Very worried about this.
and at the end, as the corridor starts to begin a slope downwards, there is another sort of dark cast iron gridded gate barring your way. But it's not locked. You begin to push it open, and it seems to move quietly at first, but as you open it up a little bit more, this metallic screech rings out, and before you can stop, that sound seems to go right through your skin, your bones, your teeth, and the hallway. And in the distance, this sort of pale red light that is glowing further down, you hear a voice, too muffled to make out. But then the sounds of a sort of guttural yapping and a growl.
Does it sound like a normal dog?
No.
Yeah, didn't think so.
And you think your cover may well be blown.
Eloise, if you're going to join us for the fight, wait until we're at the end. Wait until we find Dr. Monroe and Frederick.
Okay.
Thank you. I don't know how long you can stay for.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. Are we prepping or are we continuing forward?
We may as well keep moving. The closer we can get to him, the better. If a fight's coming, regardless.
While you're talking, you see in the distance the glow of light begins to grow and shift and move around. You can hear footsteps now coming towards you. Sounds like lone footsteps.
Is it from the direction we want to go
Yeah.
Yes. And as this light comes around the corner, you see a man in dark red robes holding a burning torch of some sort, holding it up above his head. He's more silhouetted, and he's making his way towards you.
There's no way of talking our way out of this, is there?
I don't think.
Who's there? You know it's off limits down here tonight. Anyone?
Is there anywhere to hide?
It's a corridor.
So not really.
No.
It's got walls and a ceiling and a floor. And as you stand there making no moves whatsoever, he gets
I'm like,
close enough.
I guess I'm prepping myself for a fight, but like...
The light reaches you, reveals you. He takes a second to register you all. He shouts out, "My lord! Intruders!" Roll initiative, I suppose.
5.
Okay, 22.
Very good.
7.
Just gonna roll for him to begin with. Natural 20, that's very nice.
Jesus.
So I will have to roll for the others now as well. On an 18, Albert gets to go first.
Whoa.
Because he's got, that's a 26. And anybody else who's rolled above a 20. Oh well. His gun comes up. A loud crack of gunfire as the bullet shoots out of his gun. And does Albert hit anything for the first time in a long time?
Please, Albert.
Please,
Come on,
can he?
Albert.
Oh,
Yes. 18 on the dice. It's very much a hit on the 26.
nice.
This gun, you're all kind of crowded. So who's standing next to this gun? Whose ears are right next to the gun? Anybody?
I mean, I don't really know where he was stood. We were
Yeah.
three of us in
we were
front.
at the front.
We were, if he was
If
up
Albert
front
like
with us, then
yeah,
up.
if he might have pushed.
This gun comes up between the three of you. That's a 9. A second shot rings out. A natural 20. So,
Oh, wow.
so these 2 shots ring out. One in the head, one in the chest. And this figure collapses.
Good job.
Does
Well,
he die?
He's dead, yes.
Okay, cool.
Well, I think our cover was already blown, so
Well, quite.
Onwards then.
let's
Onwards.
rush them.
Yes.
All right.
And I guess
That's
we
all
all
we
start
can do.
running.
You all rush. You hear these yapping and yelping and growling coming towards you. And as you run to the end of this corridor and it opens up into this lit area,
Oh god.
you're going to see
Oh no.
a horrifying visage, which I have carefully for you in matchsticks and lollipops, cardboard pieces.
Lyndon!
Yes?
Can we open our eyes?
To roll initiative, yeah.
Are we rolling again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can we open our eyes?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't want to.
What the fuck?
Are these people?
While you're rolling
Are these
initiative,
people right now?
Oh my
Well-
god!
while you're rolling initiative, I will describe the scene that greets you. You rush into this torch-lit room, smoke hanging in the air, and you're greeted by the sight of 5 crucifixes with men, women nailed against them, their skin flayed,
God.
God.
Oh, they're flayed!
dripping from them and seeping out across the floors
Oh god, oh god.
towards the center.
Oh god.
What could only be described as some sort of sacrificial stone
Oh god.
Oh no.
where Frederick lies upon it,
Fuck,
Fuck me.
chained and tied down,
I'm scared of these
eyes
armor
wide.
things because they came to life last time we fought them.
and a glowing
He's awake.
seems to be,
Did you say eyes wide?
yes, eyes wide in fear, head shaking back and forth.
Oh god.
And as the blood seeps from these bodies and pulsates and moves towards this centerpiece of diabolical display, you can feel the dark energy
Oh god.
of whatever this ritual is.
Oh god.
Your eyes take in the 2 pup-like demonic hellhounds rushing towards you.
Squeeze, Rosalind.
And higher up on this sort of raised plinth of stone is Dr. Munro, still looking worse for wear.
Oh god.
Let's roll some initiative, shall we? As you take in this scene and these 2 dogs, these 2 hounds are running towards you. In your head,
Oh god.
you you hear the voice of your patron. You have to stop this. You only have seconds. Kill them. Kill them all. End the ritual.
Can I speak, in this as a reaction?
Sure.
Okay.
We have to stop the ritual. We only have seconds. Lilith said we have seconds.
Alright.
I'll make sure that was fair. Everyone could hear that.
You have 3 rounds.
Oh,
God!
Oh, fuck me.
Albert's been somewhere like this.
Oh,
very much
fuck.
before.
Albert's traumatized.
Oh, God.
It'll make him stronger, make him angrier.
He hits with one but misses with the other.
That-
The
that's
first shot goes wide. The second shot hits this one of the one on your right. Bullets whiz past 2 of you. You hear them. And one of them embeds deep into the side and causes 9 damage.
Arguably, is Diamond hidden because we're in front of her?
No, it is now her turn. She pulls out her daggers. 1 golden, 1 just kind of. She moves up between you all, daggers in hand,
Oh, God.
ready to do something. But in the face of this horrifying visage of torture and whatever the fuck is going on, these 2 hounds, something she's never seen before, only in her nightmares. She holds her turn and raises an attack between the 2 of you for when one of these things comes closer.
The bodies, the flayed bodies, sorry.
I mean, they're alive.
They're alive
God.
and blood's trickling from them into the centre.
Yes. It's pulsing out of them. Madame Beatrice steels herself. She raises her pistol in one hand, her sword is out in the other. She looses a shot off at the same one that Albert shot at. It's a natural 1, it goes wide, it ricochets off the walls. She drops the gun, rushes forward, places herself between Agatha and this hellhound, and takes a swipe as she swipes out with her sword and slashes across this hound's snout. They can call them snouts on dogs.
Muzzle.
Muzzles, sure. It lets out a sort of yelp and sort of smoke comes out of its mouth a little. Pulls back in pain.
As a level 3 rogue,
Mm-hmm.
I have Assassinate,
Nice.
which means that if someone hasn't taken their go yet, I get advantage. And do I take a gamble? Yeah, I'm taking
Stop
the
the
gamble.
ritual.
I'm going to
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm going to shoot at Monroe from over this,
Nice.
and I get advantage. And if he is surprised,
Mm-hmm.
is he surprised?
No.
Nice.
Oh,
You had
okay.
it going earlier.
Never mind. Okay, but that is, well, that's a 2.
But you get advantage, you said.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a 21.
Hits.
And because you got advantage, you get sneak attack.
Roll your damage.
She's a rogue! My damage is 1d10
10.
plus 3
Plus 2d6.
plus 2d6. So that's an 8.
Oh my god, yes,
Plus-
Agatha!
Plus 3, that's 11. Plus 5, that's 16.
Plus
16.
3.
Plus 3 is 19.
19.
Oh!
Wow.
It was just the 1 bullet?
This is just 1 bullet.
Wow.
And it's aimed right at him, so it's gone like
Yeah.
all the way over that.
Cool. You reach out. You take your time. You pull the trigger. You can almost see the bullet as it flies through the air.
I literally, as much as I can, my eyes are not leaving this bullet.
And you
Like almost
see
like it's in slow motion.
The bullet, of course, moves too fast for you to see, but it hits exactly where you were aiming. Right in the clavicle of this man's shoulder blade. As blood spurts out leaving an open wound around his neck where blood starts to gush and pool from. He brings his hand up like that to stem the flow. And it's not his turn yet, but which is a shame. But it doesn't matter. He almost drops to his knees as this bolt almost kills him, leaving him 3 hit points.
I can't get to him, so...
Then he cries out because it's narrative. And so I can do whatever the fuck I want. Cries out, through the gurgling blood, don't forsake me now, my lord, we are so close! Don't forsake me! And you watch. And as Harold...
As my, speak, I'm going to yell at Harold. Aim for him! Aim for him!
And as Harold brings up his one lone pistol, the visage of this man in front of you... I wrote this one down.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God.
His body trembles as if fighting against itself. His skin, once firm and human, begins to stretch, pulled tight across his frame, sagging in places as it bloats with unnatural fat.
No.
There's a tearing sound. His eyes go wide, and he screams. And in that scream you sense almost a feeling of betrayal as he shouts, "My lord! No!" And deep cracks begin to open up of his flesh as his body grows rotund. His stomach bulges out wide. His clothes, these robes he was wearing, begin to just fray and tear and leave this naked body with barely anything but a loincloth around him. His flesh raw and wet, slick with grime and fluids that should not be.
Oh, God.
His face contorts, his features warping, elongating. His jaw seems to dislocate and drop lower and lower as it grows wider and wider, leaving this cavernous maw where teeth burst through where there should be tongue. Broken teeth, blood dripping down. His eyes sink deep into the back of his head. Hair that was once there just leaves a bold, greasy palette of skin as it bursts and bubbles. Boils grow up on his skin and burst with the green victus fluid. His eyes, no longer human, fixed on all of you with a deep, hellish hunger. And you notice one of his arms continues to grow into this huge, clubbed, grotesque, giant version that hangs down to the ground while the other shrinks up and shrivels, leaving his body contorted, his legs like tree trunks, and this aberration of human flesh has become something giant and demonic. And it fixes on the closest of you, which at the moment I guess is Madame Beatrice.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
And whatever the hell was there before, now hell is here.
Oh,
God.
Lyndon!
Ah!
Ah!
Agatha, you of course have flicked through. You've read through the book of demons that you found from Frederick.
I did, yeah.
Roll a history check with advantage.
That's 23.
A 23 is perfect. You recognize the drawings of this.
Oh god.
Of this what's called a Gulthog. You picture the page perfectly in your mind. You see even the creases of the page, and you see Gulthog, the bloated horror, an aberration, a deep-seated, unquenchable thirst for human flesh, an aberration created by demons as a punishment for failure. Difficult to kill, you see written along the margins of the page, but not impossible. Beware of its stinking breath. and its lashing tongue. To be swallowed is death.
Oh god. Oh god.
Harold shoots. Twice. Not 3 times, because he only has one hand. He misses with the first. He hits with the second. So I said he missed on his first shot.
Yeah.
He spends his grip point to... I can't roll twice. So he hits with both shots then.
Okay, cool.
19.
Looking at this on the floor.
Howard's gonna move, I guess. He's gonna step further in. So you're side by side now, basically.
Okay. Quickly looking at all the markings on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like... I'm not going to know that.
You've seen markings like this twice before.
But I'm not... Because the one that I put blood into in the... What we kept calling the Dark Temple, the other house, was going to, like, suck me in. And one of them, like, brought people through. And I'm just wondering, quick glance, if I look at it, can I figure out what this is going to do?
You don't have anything to fall back on, so you've just got to make...
I get advantage on, like, recalling things as part of my class. We said that I'd get that, and it's never come into play, and I feel like now it would.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you don't get disadvantage on Arcana, I guess.
Okay.
That
feels fair. 19? No. 16.
You can... Yeah, you see similarities. Of course, you didn't get to see the other one because you abandoned Albert.
Yeah.
But you saw the
We
big
saw
one
the
on the
big one on
dance
the
floor.
dance floor, but we didn't see. Yeah.
That's true. And I guess you had quite a while to look at that one.
And I will have, like,
You
researched
kept whacking
them
it
as
with
well.
a cane. You
I
saw
did.
it well up close.
There is... It's different, but there's a lot of similarities.
Does it seem to have, like, I can't tell if it's going to bring something in or suck me out, is my question. I'm wondering if I'm going to disappear if I step on it.
No, I mean, you technically don't know if they are different ones.
Okay.
Same portal could work in 2 directions.
That's true.
A matter of need or desire. What you do know, and you knew already, that it's very similar.
I don't know if I step in, if I'm going to be able to get out. All the other ones, you couldn't get back out of. Is it glowing yet?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
This is mid-ritual.
We have 12 seconds.
I don't think if I go in, I can get out.
Don't know how much strong.
Do they need the blood of all 5 people? Because we've got this person right here.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm wondering.
Okay, well, if it looks like it's glowing and everything else we've done is once you step in that you can't get out, she's going to assume if I step in that I can't get out, so I'm pointless. So I'm going to move to this person, and I'm going to try and
rip them down,
pull them down, like whatever I can do in my action to get them down and away from it.
Okay, so they're nailed to it. Through their hands, wrists, knees, feet.
That's a lot of nails.
You rip across the crucifix.
Yeah, can I rip the whole thing down?
You're going to attempt to break a heavy oak piece of wood. It's not impossible.
Your forte, actually.
I don't know what else to do because I can't step in there. Because that was my plan.
What?
Make a strength check to attempt to break this cross down and remove it from the ritual.
Natural.
Cool. It's a heavy piece of oak and it will not move.
So I'll look at Rosalind and I'll look away and I'll turn.
Yeah, Rosalind wasn't looking at you.
And I guess I will... I don't know, I can't step in the thing.
You can fight the demon dogs.
I can't do anything right now.
Okay.
I'll move between the hellhound on our left and Rosalind. So that if it like I'm the first person it comes across.
And it does. It moves towards you and makes a biting attack. Does a... No, it does not. It takes a snarling attempt to snap at you, dig its teeth into one of your ankles and hamstring you, but you just quickly skip out of its way and it misses. but it's now right in front of you. The hulking mass of flesh and pus moves down these steps
Oh my god.
towards you all. The other dog bites in at Madam B, taking a wild snap, and on a 14 hits. Just its teeth dig into her knee, or attempt to. Let's roll some damage to see how bad it is. And does 8 damage.
Oof.
Tears a chunk of her flesh out from just above her knee. Richard's up. Sees this beast. Just hit it. He's not seen anything like this before, has he? I'm just checking, because he's seen a lot, but
Not this.
None of us have seen anything like this.
he, whatever shock he was in before, he sees Madam B get injured, and he starts to sort of pump himself up and roars, and he and throws, he runs, he practically leaps over the top of you, barges
Wow.
past, and lunges at this creature. It's going to be right next to Madam B on her
Right
on
next
her
to
left. Yeah. Lunges at this creature with his brass knuckles on his hands. So he's going to make 2 attacks with his fists. I will use reckless attack to roll with advantage, which does hit then.
We're a roleplay heavy show, so I'm about to talk through my combat turn, if that's okay with everyone. I think Rosalind hasn't reacted so far because she is in a state of complete shock. This is the moment that her entire life has built towards. And as she stands there, unable to process Lilith's words or to take in what her friends, her family around her are doing, all she can do for that whole round, pretty much until now, was stare at her father on this altar. And she couldn't get to the basement at the Brotherhood, and now she probably never will. But this is Rosalind seeing the fossil of her dead god, and the weight of that is so heavy on her that she's frozen while all of you do everything you just described. And as she's frozen, I think Lilith's words play again in her head, and for a moment or two they sort of don't have any meaning. And then as she's working through them, she starts saying them out loud again, just sort of to herself, that we have, like, there's no time, we have seconds, stop the ritual. And that's when I think she finally hears the bit about having to kill them. And it's a similar thing that Talia had of being back at the masquerade of the moon and the symbols on the floor, and of being back in Eloise's basement. And Rosalind's instinct is to go and heal the people at the sides, because maybe that'll stop the blood and help it. But the more she looks at them, the more she realises that these people are probably beyond healing, and anything she can do for them is probably going to make this final moment of their existence worse. And so she stands and she looks at Frederick, and then she's going to take a gamble, and she's going to move over to the person within reach, and again, still not really understanding what she's doing or saying, repeating again, she said, we have to stop it, and then we have to kill them. We have to stop it. And fuck me. So I'm sort of beside the crucifix.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm presuming this person is moaning and is in horrible pain.
Yes.
And she just whispers to it, I'm so sorry for all of this. And she's gonna put her hand up to them
and I'm gonna do my poison spray, and this like soft pink mist just comes and like envelops what was their face.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't what we're supposed to do, guys. Natural 20 for 28.
Cool. Roll damage, however it works.
I mean,
Oh god.
Death laid in life.
They're
surely.
2d12 twice.
Uh-huh.
You need to roll 5 or more damage.
Well, that is a 12.
As they're gasping in pain and this puff of pink powder mist sprays across their face, you watch it go out like that and then in through their nose and they arch as much as they can, already arching,
I'm sorry.
and the body just, the head slumps, it goes loose, and the energy that was pulsing out with the blood fades and slows and stops. And you've earned yourself an extra round.
Oh my god.
Oh god, okay.
So we've got another.
So at the top of the next round, you still have 3 rounds.
Alright.
And seeing that, I'll call out again because like everyone's engaged and distracted. We have to kill them! The people! And I'm gonna let DM decide if I still have a bonus action, because that's a lot that I've just done and processed on my round.
Sure, all you really did was talk.
Okay.
Wasn't a
It
lot.
was more of a like, you know, thinking and retrospecting. Because I will cast my spiritual weapon. I'll cast it here.
Mm-hmm.
In front of the second one round.
Yeah, in front of the next one along,
Mhm.
than the person I just killed. Oh god! And it's gonna attempt to very quickly and mercifully slash.
Cool. Well, it's a melee attack. They're restrained, so it's an auto hit, auto crit.
Oh
I
my
think is it an auto hit?
I thought that was only if they were unconscious.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It is DM's discretion.
Advantage with advantage.
Mhm.
But if you do hit,
No problem.
whatever.
Not to make it harder for ourselves,
No,
but I think it's when you're unconscious.
but
that
it's a
you-
dirty 20.
Cool. It hits. Roll damage.
Oh god.
13.
That's enough.
And it's just such a quick, clean slash.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sure whoever it was barely felt it as the body hangs limply on the cross.
So have we got 2 extra rounds now?
I'll tell you if you do.
Okay.
And for a second, that's all she can do.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
So at the top of the round, Albert. So he's gonna move up 1 space.
This way?
And right behind Rosalind, so he's got a clearer shot
Right.
at the dog that is harassing you still.
Me.
He's going to use his to get advantage too, his 1 grip point, to give him a natural 20.
Wow, okay.
That's good. So his
Well done, Albert.
second shot hits this time. 19 plus 3, 22 against that second dog. The bullet goes and rips through one of its eye sockets and out the back of its head, blasting a hole in it. It slumps down.
Bye-bye.
Oh, is it dead?
Diamond's turn. Diamond now is sort of surrounded by all her friends, but sort of seeing everybody take control of the situation, just sort of begins to follow everyone's leads, but is not comfortable moving too far from everyone at the moment. But having seen Madame Beatrice just be attacked, she's going to whip around. So she's going to go forwards, around into the circle to get around and up against the dog. Yeah, 15 at least hits, and then she gets sneak attack 3d6.
Rogues are amazing.
She sees this dog-like creature leap forward, bite at Madame B. She sees Richard leap in across to protect her. Seeing that he misses, she realizes she has to step up too. Launches in, whips around them, takes out these 2 daggers, and just as they come out from her sides, her belt or whatever. In the same movement, they're inside this dog, and she tears open and outwards as the guts pour out the side of its ribs, and it attempts to sort of scream out in pain as the thing drops to the ground.
Yes!
All right, madam.
In shock, she sort of sees this wound on her leg, and just a natural instinct at this moment is to reach forward, and she uses her turn to heal herself. Because what else would you do if you've just been bitten by a demon dog and you know you can heal yourself? Whether she even chose to or not, it was instinctive, and I'm just struggling. It's a D8. That's it. She heals herself for, is it 1d8 plus 4? Yeah, 5 points.
Having been focusing on this guy for a while, I did notice how Rosalind only went for these two. And in my mind, I know that she would not have willingly killed someone if it wasn't for the greater good. So I believe that I have 3 shots. And there's 3 people left. I am going to attempt to shoot
All 3?
all 3 of them. So the first one, well, that's an Act 20.
Oh my god!
So
Dead, yeah. You can't
that's
not
it.
do enough damage. Yeah.
fair enough. So that one's gone.
Yeah.
That is a 16.
Hits.
Oh my god.
So
He's dead too.
that's another Nat 20.
Oh my god!
That hits too. All of them are dead.
Wow.
Okay. Part of me is like, these are completely innocent people, but if that's what we have to do, we have to do. So.
Cool. As you take out all of these people, the pulsating, glowing energy from the blood seeps down to a deep glow. It doesn't end, but it certainly doesn't seem to be increasing in its volume at the moment. You've certainly earned yourself more time.
Alright.
You probably now have 5 rounds. So Howard takes 2 more shots at this creature from afar and hits with 1 and does 12 damage.
The glowing subsided a bit.
Yes. Hasn't stopped, but it's...
I'm going to shout over to Richard. Can you pull her out? I'm going to glance, like I've been aware of what Rosalind's been doing, and I know that I've got Harold next to me. Albert, that's what I meant. But like I know that Harold is nearby. And I know what my job is here. So I'm going to run into the circle, and I'm going to run up towards the altar, and I'm going to try and break the chains.
Cool. Make a strength check on the train.
Is it just a straight check, or is it a saving throw?
Straight check. As you grab this chain, or one of the chains between your hands, and just attempt with sheer strength tear them apart. I think this is pure strength because there's no skill involved in it.
I know, I'm just trying to get a higher edition. 9.
Cool.
Does Frederick look like he recognises me? As I am, because I look like Gilbert.
Oh god.
And
He's too wide-eyed and at the moment, no.
okay.
All this man knows is pain and fear right now. If you don't have a bonus action,
I'm going to cast my Crimson Right
Mhm.
in case I have to fight in preparation, because I don't think there's anything else that I can do. And then I can try and attack them and see if that makes a difference. That's my plan. So, yeah, I'll cast my Crimson Right and I'll take. So, like, my claws start to glow in like a fiery red, and where most of me is like grey and gross, the bits of blood that drip from me start to sort of glow around my hands and claws. And I'll just look helplessly at people. A d6 of damage for me. Oh, whoa. 1 point of damage for me.
This monstrosity takes 4 big steps towards you. The ground sort of shudders under his weight, straight towards her. And its mouth opens wider as this...
Did you pass on about not... No, you didn't.
Teeth-covered tongue
Be helpful if you...
whips out like
Teeth-covered tongue like a goose.
I don't know, I've never made out with a goose. As this tongue whips out 15 feet and tries to wrap around you and dig these teeth into you. Does a 23 hit?
Fuck. It does.
I thought it might.
21.
You are within 20 feet of him, of course. This tongue wraps around you and pulls you in towards him. So if you could move her character right in front of him.
I don't make any strength saves against being moved.
Not yet.
Okay.
Now you can make one. 16. Strength.
I get advantage on strength saving throws.
To break out of this grapple that's just pulled you very close to his mouth. Please fail.
Taya.
Did you say 16?
Yes, I said 16. 1-6.
Maijai.
15.
Wonderful. We shall consider you swallowed.
What?
As this mouth on this huge jaw that's already hanging down here just cracks open and wider, and as the skin sort of splits and this pus oozes out from the wounds that are there, the tongue that's already wrapped around you simply... and you find yourself restrained inside the belly of whatever the fuck this is.